All right, so your time in the military is coming to an end, right? So you're either panicked or you're like, thank God it's finally over. Either way, the majority of us don't have a plan. So think about it. So when you come into the military, are you really thinking about what your why is 4, 6, 20, 30 years from now? No, we're there to get the mission done, right? And that's it. And if we have time, of course, we're going to go to school. And maybe we'll get some certifications. But for the most part, all of that's going to be in our job usually. I know for me personally, I got a bachelor's in management. I'm not going to use that. I don't want to use that, you know. So how do we fix this? How do we learn our why while we're in the military? Because it's something we don't talk about. We all know that. So this video is just a quick tutorial for frontline leaders, supervisors, right, that are in the trenches with their people to teach them how to find their why. There's a thing called ONET, and it is called the Interest Profiler. And you can actually fill this out, and it will tell you what kind of education you should get that matches up with your interests. And not only is it going to do that, it's going to say, hey, here's your education, here's the certifications that are going to land you a good job in this area that actually meets your why, to where you aren't going to go to work every day and hate your ever-loving life. So with that said, I'm going to walk through this. I have never done this before, so I want to show you firsthand what it's all about. Let's go. All right, so to get to this page, you're going to go to mynextmove.org. It's at the very top. Click that, and just click next, next again, and again. So this is going to give you a series of 60 questions that you need to go through. Now, I'm not going to bore you to death with all this, so I'm just going to go through and answer them real quick, and then I'll get back to you. All right, so once you finish that, you're going to come to this screen. You'll see results, job zones, and careers. So clicking next, you're going to see that there's a graph here, and this graph basically shows where my interests are, my personality, you know. Number one is artistic, you know, and then it goes realistic for number 2, and then enterprising for number 3. And as you'll see as we go further through here, it's going to show you more about who you are internally, so that way you can make a more informed decision about the education path that you should be taking whenever you start your tuition assistance and whenever you start your cool funding for a certification. So as you can see at the top, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 basically meaning that you need little prep, right? 2 meaning you need to close your skills gap a little more, 3 a little bit more, 4 a lot more, and then 5 a heck of a lot more. So when you look at 1, this is kind of what my interests, and all of your guys' stuff is going to be different, but mine would just say this is what it would be. And then clicking on 2, actors, athletes, child workers, cooks, crossing guards, furnace finisher, blah, blah. Let's go to 3. Okay. Photographers, chiefs, chefs, and head cooks. Okay. 4. Choreographers, commercial and industrial designers, graphic designers. See, now this is getting more into what I'm actually interested in. Hence all the YouTube videos and all that fun stuff. Okay. And then 5 is even more in depth. So what you can do is you can click each one of these, and then I'll just say graphic design. I like graphic design, right? So then it pulls this up, and this is exactly how you learn how to close your skills gap, right? So it says knowledge, skills, abilities, your personality, the technology, right? What do you need to know to do graphic design? What is the education that you would need to get a good graphic design degree? What is the job outlook for the future for graphic designers, you know? And it just gives you a whole bunch more links and stuff that you can check out. Okay, so in education, we're going to look at how to find training, find certifications, and then you can also go to apprenticeship.gov. If you're not sure what that is, I got a video. The link is in the description below on this one. It's very interesting. It's kind of like SkillBridge, to be honest, but for veterans and even civilians. So I think it's also important for you to know that you don't need to go get a bachelor's or a master's degree to have a really good life. They're called trades. And I'll tell you what, it seems like the further along in America that we come, and the better our technology is, the less people want to actually work. So what this is creating is this huge need for skilled trade workers. And what people need to understand is that, yeah, sure, maybe it's hard work, but whenever you start out, you're already getting a good wage. And whenever you are medium tenure in that skilled trade position, or whenever you become a manager or whatnot, you're probably making more than what the person with the degree is, you know? So it's important to understand that college is not the only path to success. Okay, so next time you're talking to your friends or you're holding a professional development class, please show this video. Get all of your young troops involved. Show them how they can be successful. Take them to the college or the university, get them signed up, get them in touch with the trade school. It doesn't matter, right? Just make sure we all understand and they understand, and that you yourself truly understand that this uniform that we wear is so temporary. But with that said, that's all I got for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing and liking so that way we can please the YouTube algorithm. Have a great day.